Just got off of a 24-hour shift, and we did get a couple hours of sleep. I was meditating on a scripture that I got this morning. Psalms chapter 9 was talking about the Lord being an everlasting Lord. So he kind of puts all the rest of the religions of the world to shame because he's an everlasting Lord. Why is he an everlasting Lord? He's a Lord of judgment. And I know that for myself as a medic and us as a society as a whole, we hate when injustice happens and the injustice maker gets away with it. But this particular scripture says that God lasts forever. And because he lasts forever, he's a God who is the judge. They're not going to get past God. But what I like is that he ends the passage. And when he ends the passages, he says that those that know their God will not be forsaken by God, because he doesn't do that kind of thing. He takes up for the poor. He takes up for the afflicted. And so that reminds me of Ukraine and what they're going through with Russia. He takes up for them. Why? Because he's that kind of a God. He's a faithful God. He protects, he holds on to, he keeps his hands on those that need him. And if you know him, and I'd be willing to lay down some cash that term know is the term yada. What Adam did to Eve to have chitlins, intimate knowledge. Those that have an intimate knowledge of God, and I'll correct this if I find out that I'm wrong, but I don't think I am, because rarely am I wrong when I say something. But anyways, I was thinking, the Lord is such an awesome God. Back to that scripture in Ezekiel 33, where the way of man who doesn't know God is like living in a desert. But the man who does know God is like living in a paradise. And that's the difference between those that know God and those that don't know God. If you have people around you that need to know about Jesus, remember this: they're living in a desert, eking out an existence. But you live in the very throne room of God. You're not eking anything out. You're living in luxury because you know the King. Be wise.